It is said by some that man is made in the image of God. It is said by some that God is made in the image of man. It is said that man has created religion, and being that God is at the center of religions, thus God has been created also. Thus it shows, proves, or speaks to that there is no God. And being that there's been no God that has been absolutely verified, there is no God that has been absolutely proven, that if one was to think objectively, if one was to think logically, one will come to the conclusion that there is no God. Or at least there is the significant lack of evidence of God. There is nothing there to say that one has to profess to a specific God, because no God has proven itself. Save one. There's one God. It can be said that man created God in the sense of man created that word God. There's a word God to apply to speak to God, to speak to the supreme being, this entity. Once again, the supreme being, this entity, has yet to prove itself. It's only proven itself, himself, herself, what it is by way of affecting others, guiding others. Save one God. Save one thing that has shown its, proven itself since the beginning of time. One that consistently always shows itself. One that shows itself to have dominion over all things. One that shows itself to speak to all things. One that shows itself that man didn't create it. Man may have created the title or the word to express what it is, but that's all it is. Man created the word truth, but man did not create truth. Man did not create the spirit of truth. Man did not create the truth of what is. Do you not see the power of truth? Do you not see that the power and glory that is inherent within truth, that doesn't need man, that wasn't created by man? And do not see the inherent religion of truth. Religion meaning dictates, laws, ways and means, commandments to follow. By way of the guidance of God, of a God. And so one must believe in that God and believe in the words, the guidance that has been put forth. And they come together and they create a religion to follow a doctrine. And yet there is an inherent religion within truth. There's an inherent doctrine by way of the fact that all things inherently follow truth. All things inherently follow the dictates, the doctrines, the ways and means, the guidance, the commandments of truth. Do you see what I'm saying to you? all things follow truth. There's nothing that can separate itself from the guidelines of truth, from the verifying and validating and vouching of truth. Do you see what I'm saying? Thus it shows that it is the one true God and the one true religion that exists beyond man's creation. It is the original God, it is the original religion. It is the one and only God, the one and only religion. It is the eternal God, the eternal religion. The one that is here, the one that will be here forevermore. One true God and one true religion. God being truth and the religion being